welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good by the grace of God. This video is a documentary. I've shared part 1 already, so maybe you must have watched it, and if not, please watch that one. First, this is about how the army, the VDPs, fight to get food to the 30% that has been cut off in the, what I would call, in the jungle, the land of nowhere, where the rebels and the terrorists are controlling that area. They don't want food to get there. They don't want the people to get out. And a lot of things are going on there. This journalist, our brother, risked his life, joined the army to film it, to share it with us, so we will know what is going on at the other side of Burkina Faso. It might be the same in Mali, it might be the same in Niger, as we all know. I've worked on this one, but during the time I was working on it, one of our family members, I'll put his or her name there. My father, my uncle, I don't know, or my auntie, please let us know, said that some of the translation is not that clear, so I should take them through. So I'll be in and out of the video. See you. Thank you for your time.
Safety instructions with these civilians make the maneuver even more complex, especially in the event of an ambush. After a day on the road, the journey ends in the middle of the night. Borjaga, or the Monkey Wells in Gulmakima. In this setting of imposing hills, calm and tranquility are the order of the day. On June 30th, a terrorist attack targeted the military detachment in the locality under blockade. This punitive expedition left the village unrecognizable, with its many collateral victims and the incredible story of one father. He, for example, had taken manioc. As he didn't know that, at that time of year, manioc cannot be eaten, he sent his wife off to look for food somewhere. Now he's gone to warm up. He went to get the manioc, prepare it and give it to the child. The child ate, the major was able to retrieve one, but the big brother is not, so he left clearly. The woman came back, but she hadn't taken her child. Without resources, everyone eats what they can find, even if it's fatal. Le Supplicier welcomes us. It's the only dish of the day, as we hear the next ones in 4 hours. Here, one day at a time. Good luck elsewhere. By flames, a scene of war and the lives of ruined men, resigned to a life of precariousness and solitude. This critical situation has been compounded by a humanitarian tragedy. During their recent visit, the terrorists spared nothing in the commune, not even the dispensary, where a climate of mourning still reigns, with bullet-riddled walls. Overwhelmed by work, the head nurse of the health center welcomes us. The only government employee in the locality since November 2023, he represents the only hope for the endless stream of patients who arrive every day. A mysterious illness reminiscent of food poisoning is silently killing people over there. June 30th. And it's starting to confer like this. I've been told we eat, that's how good it is. It's the hope of this sector is on a helicopter that could offer him a last chance of survival. But demand is high, explains the Air Force, which is multiplying flight hours without the slightest rest. The old man will die waiting a few days after our interview. In this health center, children and adults struggle with a variety of pathologies, their skin stretched taut over buckets. Here, at least 220 children are suffering from severe acute malnutrition. Hunger is rampant in the commune. You get the impression that you're not in the book, that's what I'm telling you. But hope is not totally buried. We're in our malnutrition room, where the soldiers have brought us life. That yesterday we just got the nutritional inputs, and that's ppn, and that's super grain. A formidable weapon against malnutrition this morning. Simfari and her team are on the front line. Advice and distribution of food supplements prior to a vaccination session. We organized a major catch-up campaign for children from 0 to 2 years. That's the campaign we're currently running. This is the Penta vaccine. For a child who has never had a vaccine, this child had never had a vaccine. Thanks to the convoy, at least, this child was able to get a few doses. That's Barjaga. The Mativize commune is now a symbol of resilience, where even the shrill cries of abused children struggle to reach those who could save them. Because here, everything is proof.
Families, this short 5 minutes video that you just watched, they said in June there was an attack that destroyed a lot of people, killed a lot of people. There's no food. They even destroyed the bridges that give food to them, that supply food to them. There's no major road, as you will see if we haven't. I don't think we got there yet, but they destroy most of the road, so they have to travel with a lot of equipment, repairing the road while they are going there to give them food. And thank God that they arrived on time. For some of them, the old grandpa couldn't survive because the helicopter couldn't get there on time to save him. Can you imagine how many people have been dying every day and night, just eating anything that they can get, to fill their belly, not knowing that it is poisonous? This is what the 30% is going through. Families, let's continue watching and listening to the stories of this documentary.
It's proof. Even to communicate with the outside world, we have to climb hills and erect makeshift antennas in the hope of getting a signal. Recurrent terrorist incursions have left the locality without a working cell phone. And here we didn't get the rejection. Up until now, we'd been promised that we might get it back. But so far it's stayed that way. Promise, several fronts for a commune that lacks enough to feed itself. But with the supply, the population will be able to feed itself a little in this store. 134 years of living to distribute to more than 1,000 households. Better than nothing, we say here, but not enough for its many mouths to feed. Because the convoy brought us here, it represents hope. And what if we don't even make it that week? What if we don't manage to distribute 2 years' worth that are already dead? And that's not all we distribute either, it's just a little, there's a lot. Who will die? It's not easy. Nothing is easy for this zone with 1,000 challenges, but who resists? Day 35 of the escort mission. The convoy sets off again for Tori and Boom, the final destination. The first few kilometers are tough. It's a trail of balls. With the breakdowns, the 1,000s in the forest, things are going to be tough. Pickups, trailers, and armored vehicles navigate through scabrous feed. This track has a bad reputation as a vehicle killer, and so do the drivers, who accuse each other of bad faith with overloaded trucks in poor condition. Deputy, some drivers lose their cool. It's a question of nerves in the midst of a perilous mission. In reality, this part of the forest is infested with terrorists. The trucker is determined not to abandon his property, at the mercy of lawless men. But it's not up to him. You have to negotiate the stuffing at the price of hard work. We've been struggling to make headway on the trachea for 2 days now, with rain falling from time to time. Moments for some civilians to rest and others to fortify themselves with a meal before tackling their not quite invincible enemies. Are you okay? I'll get started. A destination? Far away. To move forward, military engineers specialize in building roads quickly. Chains from the 2023 wave of recluses are involved in the operation. Let's put it this way. On the Recto remote control track, efforts are made to free all vehicles trapped by mud and immobilized by breakdowns. Here, everyone is called upon to get involved. Muscles working. Sweating? Conquer the impossible. The queue is still long and night is fast approaching. We're almost on the last few steps of an endless journey. Is epic. Most of the vehicles are quite old. And it can also recognize that there are some drivers who are not an overload more than what their vehicle can take, and that really plays because, as you've seen, there wasn't a level all done. There was a lot of damage on the main roads, and that really plays on the truck is very loaded, as it still complicates the maneuver, but we deal with it. See this truck, for example? We had to tow it to get it out. I'd like to go there. Calm down. And Nadia Boyni in the middle is even more difficult to reach. An uncertain path on which breathless Camus trudges.
Families, you heard and you have seen it all. This is what they are going through, the 30% that are left in the jungle because of the terrorists and the rebels. They can do whatever they want with them. They can maltreat them. They can recruit them, whatever they want. It's like their properties is this area. But thank goodness, one by one, they are reclaiming them. And by the grace of God, I'm hoping before the end of this year, they will claim it all, because 260 kilometers, they have been through it and they were back. Life has been lost both ways, but at least those over there knows that there are people at the other side who care about them, who are fighting to free them from their situation, the bad condition in which they are. It's a long journey. It's a long journey, but they made it. Now I understand why people stand on the street 11 a.m., 12 p.m. To welcome them back, because they can't believe it. It's like they went to the dead land and back. I'll be back with the third part. God bless your families, my kings and queens, my returning families, my new ones. If this is your first time here, my name is Mamri. You are very welcome to join our amazing family. Like the video, share it, please, if possible. Let many people know how the other 30% are living in the Sahara. We all know it's not only just Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, it's the same condition that is going on. And this is why they are fighting. to get these people, their families, free, because it's not normal for them to sleep, eat and sleep while the other side do not. It's not normal. It is not normal. God bless you all, families. Credit to our TB. I'll be back with the part 3. See you soon. Bye bye.